Welcome to Idea Dream Home Season 5. Get insights into the latest trends in architecture and interior designing. We have with us Arun Vidyasagar and Anna Kuruvilla. The question that I have for you today is, a lot of houses have these stairways that they integrate into their house designs. What is your idea? How interestingly can we design these stairways in each house? Anna, I'll start with you.
Many people try to, when there is a space constraint, try to take a powder room under the staircase. But what it does, it really cuts the light at that point. Then we use that area for storing things like inverter, old newspaper, and all that. That depends on the type of steps you are having. If you are having those cantilevered kind of staircase, we won't be able to cover it up totally. Then the headroom under the stairs is very important on what you can use it. You can either give it as a wash area, or you can put your laundry, your washing machine at that point, but depends where the stair is located. There is this trend towards spiral staircases. I would suggest it in places when there is no space or lots of space. Otherwise it feels like a misfit. They say after 12 steps we are supposed to give a landing, otherwise it becomes very difficult when we are carrying something. So while designing a spiral staircase, the space for the stairwell should be taken into account.
Okay. Arun, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, we should start with the kind of house we are going to plan. Next comes the kind of people who are going to use it, and then comes the overall plan of the house and what kind of staircase you want. Like, you want to have a very functional staircase, or you want to have something that needs to be shown off. Like for a house of a bigger scale, you can always have a stairs that is a little classy and people can see it. For smaller houses, it is ideal to keep the stairway kind of tucked away, so that it doesn't use so much space, and you can find some extra function like what she was telling under the staircase. In such a staircase condition, you won't be going for a very exotically looking stairs like a cantilevered one or anything. You will have a very simple staircase with the bottoms closed, so that you get functional space below. But when you're going for a stairs that you're going to show off, like a spiral, there are a lot of ways to treat the space below. Apart from the stairs function as such, you can go for courtyards below, you can go for skylights above. That's a matter of choice and the kind of design you're dealing with. But for a large context, for smaller houses, it is ideal to keep the staircase minimal. The style of staircase minimal, so that you don't spend so much on just traveling up and down.
Okay.
That means it comes back to the client again and the designer or the architect to decide what kind of staircase you want. So incorporating a function is good, but that depends on how you are going to use the space.
Okay. So let's move on to the visuals for today. The house is called Mundakkal. It's located in Ettumanoor. Let's have the visuals.
Welcome to Idea Dream Home Season 5. I'm standing in front of Mundakkal house in Ettumanoor, Kottayam district. Now, this house is 2,450 square feet, built in colonial style. They have given good amount of consideration for the landscape area. They have lawns on both the sides toward the side of the exterior wall. Then the pavement, the Y-shaped tile pavements leads us to the 2-car parking space. That behind me, what you're seeing is a high elevated car parking area which has been kept little away from the main entrance door. Right there is the entrance door. It's also attached to the car parking. The entrance door welcomes us to the living room. This is also the family viewing space. To talk about the detailing, first of all, the flooring, it's laminate wooden flooring. Then the ceiling, at this particular portion, it's false ceiling with LED lights. and the other half is wooden paneling. Then they have windows on both the sides which helps in the cross ventilation and lighting. The roller blinds cover it, so in the daytime also a proper amount of natural light enters this room. There's a small prayer area right opposite to me. They have designed it by giving the textured look to the prayer area wall. Now to talk about the lighting of this particular room, well, they have LED lights right over, indirect lighting provided on the false ceiling. I'm at the master bedroom now, and the first thing that I'd like to tell you is the backdrop design. It's a textured wall. A light color tone has been given so that highlights the whole bedroom. They have windows on either side which helps in the cross ventilation and lighting. Roller blinds are covering the windows. There's also a small sit out area outside. The door leads us directly there. With a lot of colors around, you can obviously guess it that this is the kids' bedroom. The mainstream colors that they have used is blue and white. They have painted the walls with using the blue color. The wardrobe has been provided using white and blue. The flooring is again Pergo vinyl flooring completely. They have a separate dress area and washroom in this room. Then they also have a study table. The main living area is quite open and transparent. To talk about the dining table space, first of all, this is rosewood dining table. It's an 8-seater square shaped rosewood dining table. Then the ceiling above, this is false ceiling. Then on the other side, other half, they have done wooden paneling. The center of attraction being the hanging light. The ball shaped hanging looks, halogen lights have been used inside this, which gives a very attractive look, especially at night. Then it's also the TV space, so that the TV wall, they have kept the decor to model the kitchen. To start with, first of all, they have a small breakfast counter. They have used granite slab completely, then imported wooden cabinets above and below. Now the wall tiles complement the wall paint, the wall color. Actually, the wall color is shades of green, so that complements the white and green tiles. Then Pergo vinyl flooring has been used completely in the entire space. The kitchen is attached to a work area and storage space. The beautiful garden space at the back side of the house. Now this area is connected with the main house from the sit-out area, which is an extension from the dining area space. So that was the colonial type Mundakkal house from Ettumanoor, Kottayam district. This is me, Abel, signing off.
That was a very cute looking cottage.
Yes.
Okay, let's discuss the exteriors. Anna.
It's got a very interesting gate, and the pattern on the gate, they followed it to the exterior walls also. And from there, those linear lines, they've taken it to the parapet wall on the first floor. So you see that they're pulling some elements and trying to connect it with the rest of the house. And they've used very simple colors, white and grey, and the natural landscape. It's not, the garden doesn't look very formal. Whatever little they have, it seems to merge well with the elevation. Many times you see houses with two car parks. One would be integrated with the house and the other one would look way different. Here you see two different car parks, yeah. That's been very cleverly integrated with the design of the house. So that is good, and then they've got those small circular windows on top of the roof, which also adds an element of interest and kinds of breaks. Everything else is straight lines, and they have a small arched
that breaks the
monotony, and it looks very nice.
So Arun, what do you think about the exteriors?
Like you were telling, it looks like a cottage.
Yeah.
That's a very simple term to describe the exterior. They have not gone for very ornate, heavily detailing on the exteriors. And the good thing is they have gone for a single story house. Thankfully they have enough land to accommodate, and they have provided a garden in the back space. So that is very nice. The front setting, it's basically a little bit of paved area and very little landscaping. For the house's function, I think that is apt. What they try to do is to get a better view of the house and to feel more space. They went for trellis kind of gates. So what happens is you see more space in front. That's a nice trick. So it involuntarily brings in a lot of space in the front. The colors are very simple, and they have not gone for very complicated roof. They have usual normal sloping roof. Car porch like what she was selling, that's nice. They have a drive-in porch and also a parking porch.
Yeah.
So that is very interesting.
So moving on to the interiors, Anna, what do you think about the interiors?
Just like that pleasing cottage look outside, the interiors are also very pleasant. The ceiling would give you a clue that this is a renovated house. But then how beautifully they've integrated those old wooden ceiling with the contemporary, the style of the house changes. Everything, the furniture is contemporary, but they've integrated that, the transition, they've done it very well. And I would say the hidden light, the artificial light is done appropriately. It's just right. The bedroom seems functional. You would have a bed, you have a side table, you have a small study table. Even in the kids' room, they've managed to put a bed, 2 study tables for 2 kids. Each and every point, I feel the function they have addressed well. And it doesn't look too crowded, it doesn't look too loud, everything seems nice. The master bedroom, you would notice there are 2 windows. And there is a door that leads you outside. Had it been a French window, the ambience of that room would have been better. So that is one thing they could have changed. This is a house where I feel the prayer area, they have highlighted it very well. The main door, they've placed a portrait so high, but still it doesn't interfere with the rest of the room. So interior planning wise, they've done a very good job.
Okay, and Arun, what do you think about the interiors?
The interiors are very simply done. They have not gone for very heavily detailed spaces or furniture. The entry main living area has got very simple furniture. You can see a bit of wood. They've gone for blinds in the for the windows, and the prayer space looks very interesting. They've neatly tucked it into a space, and then they have a very big dining table. For a house of this size, I think it's a 8-seater dining table, which is very unusual. They have a good open kitchen, very neatly done, with everything tucked in, and it's very compact. You don't have anything that is projecting out. The counters, the tiles, everything look neat. Master bed does have a sit-out space. That's also interesting. Like, and what she was telling is, if the windows were larger, it would have felt bigger. Overall, they have done pretty neat.
Anna, what do you think about the color and the decor that has been used in this house?
I think they've done a brilliant job in terms of decor. The kitchen also, they've continued the steel in the backsplash, a little bit of it, and they've carried the rest of it on the ceiling also. Then the kids' room, another place where they've done, I think all the colors they've used in the room are from the bedspread. But then they've used the blue, the orange, the white, and they've created a very beautiful shared space for kids. That's amazing. And even in the bedrooms, it's nice to see how the bedspreads, the cushion, the curtain, everything gels well. And the lighting is very good, the natural one, and also the artificial lighting is they've dealt with it very nicely.
Okay.
On the whole, the decor, they've done a very good job.
Okay. And how about you, Arun?
I think they've done a very good job with the decor. They've not gone for so many colors, and like what she was saying, they've used colors from whatever furniture is there and reciprocated that on the walls. They've gone for very interesting lighting fixtures. The wooden ceiling has got a very interesting chandelier that is hung, and somewhat similar approach is given to the dining space also. So that is also interesting. They've gone for very different looking light fixtures that were used. I think it's a very commendably done interior with terms of decor.
Okay. And what do you think about the general ambience of this place?
The general ambience is very cozy. That I would say that, because it looks like a cottage, it looks like a home, something that we can relate to very easily, both in the exterior and in the interior. And I don't think they have lost any space. They've packed everything possible into the little area they've put in.
Okay.
Both on the front and back, they have enough open space. Back also has a garden, which can probably team up like a vegetable garden also. And I think they've just done justice to both interior and exterior.
Anna, how about you? What do you think?
I feel this is a very happy, functional, and just the right size kind of home for a small family. There is no space that's wasted. I think all the functions have been addressed, and inside and outside, it's not too loud. It's a very livable house.
Okay.
So the ambience is really good.
So happy, pleasing to eye, and cozy is a verdict the judges have passed for Mundakkal house. Let's see how much they have scored them. Anna, we'll start with you.
Okay, for a very cute set house, I've given them 19 on 25.
19 on 25 for the exteriors. Arun, how much have you scored them?
The exteriors are very pleasing, very simply done. I like the single story feel, the cottage look and everything. Though they have not tried anything to do very loudly or anything, I think a little bit more landscaping is essential. Other than that, it's a very simply done house. I think I'll rate them 19.
19 on 25 from Arun also. Anna, how much have you scored them on interiors?
Interiors better than the exteriors. Their function is address. I've given them 21 out of 25.
Arun, how about you?
I have the same opinion. The interiors are well looked at. They have the right kind of furniture almost everywhere.
Okay.
They have not tried to fit in so many stuff, both on the walls or on the floor or on the curtains or anything. And they have done decent justice to every space. I think I'll score them 21.
Okay, and how about the color and the decor? How much have you scored them?
Decor is pretty decently handled. They have not gone for very loud colors. They have kind of connected each space with each other. They have some interesting light fixtures. And I think overall it's a very decent job. I think I'll score them 20.
20 on 25. Anna?
I like the way they've used bold colors in small splashes. I've given them 22 on 25.
22 on 25. And the final criteria, that is the ambience, how much have you scored?
The ambience wise, it looks very nice. I've given them 22 on 25.
And how about you, Arun?
I think they have treated every space well. They have not gone for any risks. They have played safe. I think that is what has to be commended for, because they have tried to pack in everything, all the requirements and an additional porch, everything to fit in the area they have given. I would give them 21.
21 on 25. Yeah. So the judges have finally passed their verdict. Arun has scored 81 out of 100 for this house. Anna has given a score of 84. The public has given a score of 41. That brings us to a total of 206 out of 250. I'm sure we have been able to contribute lots of ideas towards building your dream home. We'll be back soon with more. Till then, take care.